What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Cardano analysis video. I have Sean with me today. Sean, say hi.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning indeed. So yeah, we're going to start off with the Cardano USDT, and we're also going to be dissecting Cardano BTC. So for those of you who are wondering, we'll be going over both pairs today. Sean, are you with me?
I am with you.
Beautiful. So we'll start off with Cardano USDT on that weekly time frame, because honestly, I just want to see where Cardano closed relative to its horizontals. So I have 12 cents marked on my chart on the weekly time frame. Do you have the same thing? What are the points of resistance or support that you're looking at, Sean?
Oh, you're talking about levels. I thought you were talking about the price. I was like, yeah, I think we all have the same price. But okay, so let's go ahead and talk about resistance. Resistance overhead is somewhere around $12 cents to 13 cents. So I'd say 13 and 12.7. Yeah, those are the two I'm looking at.
Okay, so I've actually taken the wicks into account here, and I have about 12 cents marked on my chart, 12.3, so basically 1, 2, 3 as my region of support, and I noticed that Cardano actually closed over.
Ooh, well, no, not for me. For me, it's sitting against resistance. I'm taking the more cautious approach.
That's fair. I think we can actually mark that as a zone. I think that'll be a lot more fair. To mark it as a zone, because as we can see, price did get rejected off of those off of that level there, the one that you have at around 13 cents, right? So guys, for those of you who haven't caught up, we are basically looking at these candle bodies right here. Okay, so I've noticed that yes, I mean, it's a zone. We did get rejected. Now the thing is, I'm noticing one thing about this chart on Cardano USDT on that weekly time frame is that we do have that massive double bottom like formation.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And on the week of July 6th, we broke that to the upside. But how does this, I mean, we've noticed, right, on most breaks of all of these kind of patterns, we usually get that retest.
I'm not sure if we'll get that this time, to be honest. Cardano is, just because it's not going up doesn't mean that it won't very, very soon. I think that people are lacking patience. And remember, Kusha, we took this trade off the weekly time frame. So it could consolidate for a couple of weeks, which is essentially what it's doing. And that major wick support that has turned into support, I'm looking at the wick of 25th June 2018 on the Binance chart. And I think we are holding that. It's coming in around 11 cents, 11.484, somewhere around there. So before we lose that, I don't know. I won't be looking for anything lower, right? I want us to see a weekly candle close underneath that. So until then, like I said in the last video, I think it's prudent to be overall bullish on Cardano, but also prudent to pick when you get into the trade.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. I completely agree with you on that. But I want to get onto the daily time frame and see what Cardano is up to there, because what I'm noticing now, when I did do my preliminary analysis from earlier today, I noticed that Cardano, yes, I mean, it is like in this consolidation kind of price range right now. And but what is to note here is that it's making these higher lows. So it is still like a very, very sort of bullish consolidation.
Yep.
Right? That this range. So now, of course, this is all going to be, speculation. I'm looking at a possible symmetrical triangle in the forming.
Yes, if you're taking the wicks, if you're taking candle closes like I am, it's going to be a little bit more bullish, which is ascending triangle. I think we could be putting that in, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it can go either way. I'm also noticing, but what I'm really concentrating on here is that lower diagonal. Because if you notice that is in line with the daily 21 EMA.
Yes, and that's where I'm looking to potentially take a long very, very soon.
Right.
What's the attempt?
Exactly. I think this is still such a strong chart. It's still a very, very strong chart. The consolidation is a very bullish consolidation, considering we haven't even lost the daily 21 EMA. I will start getting skeptical, however, if we lose that daily 21 EMA, which also lines up with that lower wick there on
the Tenkin.
Yes, 20th of July. right? So if I was someone in a long position and I actually saw a break, basically price taking out that wick there, I will start looking for a further move to the downside. Possibly a test of the Kijun on the daily time frame, which is sitting at around 9 cents, give or take.
Yep, 9.5.
Right? 9.5 cents, correct. And yeah, I mean, but so far this is a good chart. I think there'll be further upside if we start taking out this uppermost diagonal and also a stronger close above 13 cents. I think if price takes out 13 cents and we start living over that 13-cent region, this is likely to have consolidation. If we just look at the measured move of the symmetrical triangle, Cardano is likely, if of course it meets the measured move of the symmetrical triangle, Cardano is likely to go all the way up to, where is this? Just gonna fix my scale there. 15 cents.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice. But yeah,
I think if we break this, I think we're gonna make our way to 17 cents, to be honest. 15 cents might be the measured move, but nothing's stopping us in the weekly time frame from 17 cents.
Yeah, I think that is the next major level. And not just that, Sean, I believe we close them monthly very, very soon, right? How many days until we close them monthly? About another week and 2 days, give or take?
Yes, that's a good point. Let me go ahead and switch on over to the monthly, see if there's anything I missed. Ooh, wow, the monthly looks so good. Yeah, I can't be anything but bullish on the chart. I don't care what people say about the fundamentals. Some people think it's a scam. Some people think it's the best thing that happened in the world. I don't really care. All I care about is that, damn, this looks really good, and it's going to look good until it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think it's a strong chart right now. Cardano USDT, the consolidation too is strong. I think we lose that strength if we start making lower lows on the daily time frame. That's what I will be personally keeping an eye out on. Now let's actually move on to Cardano BTC and see what that chart is up to, because as we know, Bitcoin made a move recently, albeit not that strong a move, but a move nonetheless. It's like Bitcoin makes like these 3-4% moves and everyone goes like hoo-ha, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, Cardano BTC I feel like is also in like a bullish consolidation, considering the daily time frame as well is putting in these higher lows, sorry.
Yeah.
And yeah, what are your thoughts on Cardano BTC, Sean?
Again, same story, because Bitcoin has been going sideways, right? There's not going to be too much of a difference from the USD chart. I am still looking at the same area as we talked about in our previous video. And again, the daily 21 EMA, I'm keeping an eye on that for sure.
Yeah, I think.
So when you're looking at the USD chart, I talked about how I'm looking to long the daily 21 EMA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually looking to long the daily 21 EMA on the Bitcoin chart. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, the daily 21 EMA on the USD chart already got tested and bounced, but on the BTC chart, it did not. And I missed the trade because of that. I was going to be taking a trade from the D21 EMA to the 10 SMA on the red. But it seems like the USD chart is the chart to be playing, because both sides got front run, if that's even a word. But yeah, you can see that over here on the Bitcoin pairing, the 10 SMA did not get tested, looked like got front run, and the 21 EMA got front run too. So yeah, maybe this chart is to be played on the USD pairings. Unfortunately, I do not have, and I don't have any margin yet on Bitfinex. Trading on BitMEX. May have to switch on over to, especially if Bitcoin starts making moves, and it is right now. Like, Bitcoin is threatening all coins, so I may have to switch on over to trading against the USD pairings. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, but right now, I mean, what are your thoughts? So usually I notice when every time Bitcoin moves, you know, Bitcoin takes this massive leg to the upside or the downside, I notice that all of these other high MCAP coins move with it as well.
Yep.
Right? Exactly. So, I mean, Cardano could move as well, but it's about really gauging. Now, what's going to be hard to gauge is which coin is going to move harder. Is it going to be Bitcoin or Cardano? But I think the first sign of that is going to be given to you on Cardano BTC, for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Cardano BTC is going to tip you off on which coin is going to run harder. Is it going to be Bitcoin or is it going to be Cardano? And it's about you being able to place your bets. And yeah, the sign is going to be given to you on Cardano BTC. But right now, I mean, this consolidation too is looking strong. I will start getting skeptical of the overall sort of bullish consolidation that is putting in if we lose this wick here, which is also lining up with that daily 21 EMA as well as that Tenkin. If we lose that, there's a good chance price is likely to first test this region at around 1100 sats, going all the way down to the Kijun, which is sitting at then 1035 sats. And sorry, you were going to say something, Sean?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that the wick at 12,057 sats matters as much as you just mentioned. I think the wick that matters more is 11,097. Sorry, 1197. Right, so that's underneath the Tenkin and the 21 EMA. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do dip underneath the Tenkin and the 21 EMA and come in around 1200, but defend the 1197 sats. If we lose that, then I'd be looking towards a Kijun, because we haven't put in a higher high after that, Krisha, because you're looking at the high low. We haven't put in a higher high.
I see what you're saying, yes.
So 1255, the low at 1255 isn't relevant just yet.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So basically you're saying that because we failed to put in a higher high on that last move up, right? We failed to put in a higher high here. The low that matters is still going to be this one, right? The one at 1195 or 97 or whatever. Okay, I see your point there. I think that's
if you do look at it now, again, it's not going to be the prettiest picture. You could draw in a falling channel of sorts, falling onto the daily 21 EMA from around, let's say, 14th of July, right, down onto the day 21 EMA. Maybe on the lower time frames it looks a little bit prettier.
Yeah,
but
I've kind of switched on to the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, I think that's legit.
Does it look? Okay, does it look like a fall? Okay, there you go. So
yeah,
I'm still on the daily.
Oh, good catch.
To me, it's the psychology that matters more so. And that's what I'd like to see, right? It's falling onto the day 21 EMA. It may wick down underneath, in fact, and defend that low at around 1206. So what is it? Let me go ahead and get the exact low for our audience.
It's around 1202. Yeah.
On the Binance chart, yeah. So yes. As long as it defends that, there's nothing to worry about. This is looking good. It could come down to the day 21 EMA, Tenkin, pop back up, and hey, continue its moon mission. I'll be looking towards 1900, 1855 sats next.
Yeah, this is looking good. And Sean, what are your thoughts? Now, you have been absolutely killing it with the altcoins. So what are your thoughts on the entire sort of, altcoin versus Bitcoin market right now?
Ooh, I'm trying not to have a strong opinion. I'm trying to be fluid. So that way, because right now I'm sitting in positions that are around 2.5x to 3x in the money, and I need to not get too attached to any of those positions if Bitcoin does give me the sign. And at the same time, I need to not get too scared of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's just making some move, right? So I'm trying to just be open to whatever signs I do see. Right now, I'm not seeing enough to shake me out of my altcoin positions, and I'm glad I didn't, because hey, Band bounced a good 25% since Bitcoin made its move. SXP also bounced a good, I think, 30%. I'm not sure, somewhere around there. But either way, right? I think it's too early to say. But what I do know is that, hey, the market is full of opportunity, and if you know what you're doing, you can make some good money in this environment, especially if we're doing it the Mango way, right? This is the environment we've been waiting for.
Yes, and that being said, I just want to give a big shout out to Justin from the Mango Seed program. Like he 2x'd his Binance account.
More than 2x, actually.
And it's that's awesome. Like, he's been employing all, everything that he's learned thus far in the Mango Seed program. He's been using that. He's been trading the stress-free way. I mean, dude, this guy's heading to the beach, for Christ's sake, every weekend. So it's really, really cool to see that. So big shout out and congratulations to Justin.
No, that's so true what you mentioned about the beach, Krisha, because that's exactly what I said to him, that he is the embodiment of the mango way, not just in his trading style, but also in his lifestyle, right?
Yeah,
And so he's spending time with his kids, right? He's taking his kids to the beach, teaching them how to surf, sending us videos of that too, making us FOMO on the beach. And at the same time, like he's been in the program for a month and a half, 2 months, and he's already like to the T employing the system. Because I was talking to him and he asked a really smart question, and I really appreciated that he's willing to learn it on his own. And I was wondering whether he'd ask follow-up questions, but he asked, "Hey Sean, what time frame do you use the MRM on?" And by the way, MRM stands for the Mango Risk Management Indicator, which comes with the seed program, so he was referring to that. And I replied with the answer. It doesn't matter right now, but those kind of questions, right? It shows that he is employing the strategies, right? He's following it.
exactly.
While I know there are other people who take some time before saying, you know what, I should just follow the strategies and not try to tinker around with it too much. Because there are people who go ahead and they're like, okay, you know what, I'll employ part of the mango way, but not the other half, because of the greed and the impatience, and that's when they get caught up. So over here, I'm seeing him right from the get-go, employing the strategies, and hey, he's been rewarded for it in the right market conditions, right? And yeah, and again, another big shout out to everyone in the C program who has been employing the strategies, working hard, and shown. Okay, guys like Robert, Tommy. I don't want to keep taking names here, but you guys know who I'm talking about, all of you. You guys have been doing a splendid job, and
yeah, like
good
kudos
stuff,
to
guys.
everyone. Yeah, it's been exciting. But yeah, coming back to the chart, Sean. Now I'm gonna wrap this up with Cardano BTC. Now the one thing I want to sort of bring up here, just a quick note on this chart. Now I'm currently on the 4-hour time frame, guys. I'm noticing that price is currently being held down by that 4-hour 21 EMA. Okay, and it's been pretty damn steadfast with that 21 EMA. So I'll be watching for how price closes relative to the 21 EMA as well as that Tenkin to see, to figure out if there's going to be follow through. And I think that also lines up with the break of the falling wedge that Sean just brought to your attention.
Yeah.
So watch out for that. Watch out for how price reacts relative to those two levels, because as soon as we start closing candles, consecutive candle body closes over those two levels, there's a good chance that we're likely to come all the way up to around 1370 sats.
Yes, so.
Okay, so yeah, those are my closing notes for Cardano. I think it's still in a more bullish consolidation, so just watch for those lower lows. Sorry, those, I don't know why I'm messing this up today, those higher lows. Okay, the structure is intact. Sean, any closing notes on your end?
Nope. Just do the mango way, do the stress-free way, and hey, remember guys, you don't need to win every single trade. When the trade doesn't go your way, cut the position and try for another one. The worst thing you want to do is be in a losing position while the rest of the market is popping up into massive new highs. So yeah, I'm seeing people lose money in a bull market, and it's not what you want to do. It's not what you want to do.
That's true. Okay, and yep, that's all we have for you for today with this. Trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way, guys. Ciao.
Ciao.